So Sue and I are in San Francisco. We've been here 2 or 3, maybe 4 times before. We really can't remember how many times. But we're going to be doing today a GPSmycity walking tour. And we've used these walking tours a number of times before when we've traveled. It's an app you can download to your phone. I think it's like $12 or $13 a year, and it gives you walking tours of cities all over the world. Gives you suggested tours. You can modify them. They have an interactive map, so you can kind of get directions to get to the next stop. When you get there, you can listen to audio or read about what you're looking at. So it's a really cheap way to walk around and get a tour for, $12 a year, many cities as you want. So we're going to be doing the San Francisco introductory walk tour today, and our first stop is going to be Union Square. We're staying at a Courtyard Marriott on Post Street, and we're walking down towards Union Square right now. We've been kind of told not to go that way from our hotel. It's what they refer to as the Tenderloin District, and I guess it's a little shady, so we're kind of avoiding that area. But where we are is okay.
Yeah, okay. During the day.
During the day. We definitely had no problem doing some walking last night before it was dark, going to the restaurant that we ate at last night, but we definitely going to Uber back every night and not walk this in the dark.
Not if we can help it, no.
So if you've never been to San Francisco, one thing that might strike you is, Sue and I have traveled quite a bit all over the world, and so other big cities, is you will see more homeless people here than I think I've seen in any other
a lot more
city. San Diego has quite a few too, but you'll see so many more here, and for the most part pretty harmless, but you will see quite a few people here. As we get down closer to Union Square, a little more upscale here. There's a Marriott there's a Saks Fifth Avenue, Victoria's Secret, there's a Macy's over here, and across the street is Union Square. Let's also see the cable cars coming down Powell Avenue. One of our stops today is going to be the Cable Car Museum, so we'll learn more about the cable cars. We're going to take a little detour from our GPSmycity tour and go down and look at where they turn the trolleys around on a turnstile. It's just a couple blocks away, so we're going to do that first, then we'll come back to Union Square. So we're headed down Powell Street to the turnstile, just about 2 blocks ahead of us.
So can cars drive on this road too?
I don't know.
Is that only for the trolleys down here?
It's definitely for the trolleys.
Painted red.
I don't know if they can or not.
Oh, actually there's a van right there.
There's a van right there, but
so,
maybe. We'll have to see how they interact. I think we were walking down Powell Street yesterday when we saw one of the Waymo autonomous cars go down this street. So
yes.
Yeah, possibly they interact with the cable cars.
Street?
Yeah.
8 a.m. to 8 p.m. you can buy your tickets for the cable car.
So they're turning one of the cars right now. There's a couple lined up here, so maybe we'll get a little closer look for the next one. It's Friday after Halloween, and there's an enormous line for the trolleys here. This is the big touristy thing, right? If you come to San Francisco, you got to ride the trolleys. Well, rather the cable cars. Cable cars is the accurate terminology. Been told by some of the locals here, but the locals don't really use them for transportation. It's too expensive. But it certainly is unique to San Francisco. So apparently one of the reasons this line is so long is because they let everybody get on and then they check their tickets, and that took a couple of minutes for them to go through and check everybody's tickets. So this car's been sitting here for quite a while before it gets to go.
And now we're waiting for them to take pictures.
And now they have to, people are taking pictures, then they have to turn it.
Well, that one's already been turned.
This is the line. Oh yeah, that one's been turned already. The next one coming down needs to get turned. So the cable cars are really unique to San Francisco, and I see there's no overhead cables, there's no electricity running it, there's no motor in it. It has a grip that grabs a cable that's running underneath the street. And when they want to move, they grab the cable. It's kind of like a ski lift or a rope tow. And when they want to stop, they release that grip, and they have a brake that they apply. You can kind of see it underneath. It's kind of yellow there. I'll zoom in the video. They apply a wooden brake to the track, and that stops them. We're going to go to the Trolley Museum perhaps a little later and get a little more information about how this all works. We're heading back uphill, up Powell, to go to Union Square. Across from us is Union Square. We've seen tours here, hop-on, hop-off buses here. That noise you hear is some hotel workers striking. No, thank you. They're installing an ice skating rink for the winter here right now, so some construction going on. Don't cross the streams, like, right. Osmo Pocket 3 user, or instant buddies whenever I see one. I've only seen 2 other people with this camera.
This is Union Square in San Francisco. It's known to be a vibrant shopping, dining, and cultural district in the heart of the city. It is well known for its upscale stores, theaters, and art galleries. It's a bustling plaza, often compared to Times Square in New York City. Although I don't know, I think Times Square in New York City is a little bit nicer, but that's just my opinion. They do host seasonal events. It is surrounded by iconic hotels, and it is a lively spot for both locals and tourists. And they are now getting ready for ice skating for the winter, so that should definitely be a draw.
Our next stop is Chinatown and the Dragon's Gate. Our stroll to Chinatown is taking us through this tunnel.
I do not remember ever walking through this tunnel.
I don't think we ever did walk through this tunnel before. The tunnel's a little bit of an uphill climb. We're going to be walking around San Francisco. Be prepared to do some hills.
I would correct you and say it's a lot of uphill climb.
Yeah, there's a lot. If you're going downhill, you're going to go uphill. There's not that much flat.
No, but the tunnel was a big uphill.
The tunnel was a big uphill. I think we need to check our map.
Okay.
We're definitely either in or in the fringes of Chinatown because of all the signage I'm seeing. There's the Transamerica Tower in the background there. Took a wrong turn or went a little far, so we're going to go to stop number 3 before stop number 2. Yeah, those are all for the cable car.
Yeah.
If you're going to drive in San Francisco, it's a little different than most cities. It's a little bit like Europe. You've got to share the road with trolley cars, cable cars, street cars, buses that have their own lanes, and it can be a little confusing if you've never done it before. We're in Chinatown, heading up Grant Street. Chinese lanterns across the street. I'm sure they're all lit up at night. It probably looks very cool.
This is the Sing Chong building. It was built after the 1906 earthquake that hit San Francisco. This is now a landmark in the Chinatown area. It is blending Western architecture with Chinese pagoda-style roofs. Its vibrant design on Grant Avenue helped shape Chinatown's unique aesthetic, attracting visitors to its cultural shops and restaurants.
A lot of very unique shops with some very expensive statues and sculptures and artwork. Certainly a very select clientele that would be able to afford to put these or have the room in their home.
This right here is Chinatown's Dragon Gate. It is a famous entryway into Chinatown. It was built in 1970 and it features a classic three-portal design inspired by traditional Chinese ceremonial gates. It includes stone columns, green tiled roofs, and guardian lions that symbolize protection.
So next stop on our walking tour is Nob Hill. We're getting a little experience walking up some good hills here, getting a good workout today, getting our steps in. This is one of those Waymo autonomous taxis. So we're heading up Powell Street towards Nob Hill. Definitely getting some good workout here going up some of the hills in San Francisco. So we've walked, or rather climbed, up Powell. And we're going to be heading up that way to Nob Hill.
So have we been here before?
No, we've not been here before.
Now at Nob Hill, and this neighborhood attracted affluent people. There's a lot of luxury homes that were built here, home to several governors of California, founders of the Central Pacific Railway, and after the 1906 earthquake and fire, they revamped a lot of the luxury houses into luxury hotels. So you've got the Fairmont, Hopkins, Stanford Court, and Huntington that actually stand on the ruins of that disaster. Now, a lot of people are attracted up here. They either walk, drive, or they take that cable car, which I kind of wish we had done, to come to the top of the hill. Some people will stroll apparently into the Fairmont lobby for a drink. A lot of cute little places to eat. There's a Huntington Park that has a tortoise fountain that could be worth checking out. But beautiful, beautiful views.
I'm going to check out the lobby in the Fairmont. Slightly nicer than the place we're staying right now.
Yeah, just a tad. Wow, beautiful. Well, this is where I want to stay next time we come.
That church over there almost looks like Notre Dame in Paris. Kind of similar design, right?
Yeah. Yeah, very old looking.
And this is Huntington Park.
Yes. But it said there's a tortoise fountain and
yeah, the tortoises are up top. Yeah.
Okay. Huh. All right. So this here is the Great Cathedral. It sits in Nob Hill. and it's one of the biggest examples of neo-Gothic architecture in the US. It's been built at least 3 times since the Gold Rush. Its current Notre Dame-inspired reinforced concrete structure took 40 years to complete. Wow. And I guess that's why there's some hodgepodge aspects of the design. It says inside its remarkably European Gothic atmosphere has an uninterrupted view up to the high altar. As you go in, you'll encounter a second labyrinth. The first one's right near the entrance, whose patterns are capable of bringing wanderers to the state of meditation. Another welcome plus, there's cute restrooms downstairs, there's a coffee bar, and a small souvenir shop.
So we thought we'd pop in and take a look at the inside of the cathedral, but there's a $14 a person charge for adults and $12 for seniors. We'd probably qualify for the senior rate, but I don't think we want to spend $24 to be in there for 5 minutes and take a couple of clips of video, so we're not going to do that. So we're going to go to Lombard Street, which is that really crazy curvy street that's famous in San Francisco. We'll do that next, and I think we're going to get some lunch.
We are, and that's 1.5 kilometers away, so 17-minute walks. So we got a little bit
so that's about a mile.
Yeah,
right?
A little bit of walking to do, yeah. Hopefully more downhill than up, but we'll see.
Yeah, not bad so far.
I don't know, we're going up.
We're stopping at one of the locations we didn't go yesterday, and that's the Cable Car Museum right across the street behind me. Admission to the Cable Car Museum is free, but they do accept donations. Looks like there's a machine shop here. I imagine that's used to create replacement parts for old trolleys you probably can't order parts online for. This is the grip which connects to the cables and makes the car move. The grip grabs the cable and the trolley goes. This is a brake. Yeah, this is a museum, but it's also the working wheelhouse or pulley house or whatever you want to call it for the trolley system. It's a gift shop here.
Cable cars were almost eliminated in the 1940s due to the rise of more modern and efficient modes of transportation, such as buses and automobiles, as well as economic pressures. In San Francisco, the then mayor proposed scrapping the system entirely in 1947, arguing that it was outdated, costly to maintain, and less efficient than buses. That sparked a major public outcry led by civic groups. They emphasized the cable car's historical and cultural value, rallying public support. In 1947, a referendum was held and voters overwhelmingly supported preserving part of the cable car system.
Some old photographs here of the great earthquake and fire in 1906 that impacted a lot of the trolley line.
This poster is explaining the difference between cable cars and streetcars or trolleys.
Underground, the pulleys that guide the cable underground.
You'll see these signs near the trolley stops where you can download the Muni app and buy your ticket for the trolley.
That's not ours. We're waiting for a car to come our way.
Pretty empty to me.
Oh, that's it.
It's great.
That's spot.
More, bud.
That was great. I enjoyed that ride.
This is where they turn the trolleys at Fisherman's Wharf.
If you're going to do this introductory city walk, suggest that you be in reasonably good shape because there's some pretty long uphill climbs.
Like this one.
Yeah, like this one. And some of the stops on this particular section of the tour are kind of far apart. So a lot of walking. We love to walk and we're good with it, but not everybody's going to be comfortable with this. So
Yes, we have 477 meters to go. 5 more minutes.
okay. I don't know if this gives any sense of how steep that hill is and how those cars are parked at an angle. It's got to be got a 30-degree or more slope. Sidewalk we just walked down, it was very steep. We had to take like baby steps so as not to fall. So the walking tour looks like it took us to the bottom of Lombard Street and not the top. We were kind of hoping we'd go on the top and walk down. So we're gonna walk up.
These brave people have just driven down Lombard Street.
There's a stairway on both sides. It seems like most people are going up the right side and coming down the left side.
So we are now on Lombard Street. It is actually recognized as one of the most crooked streets in the world. It takes 8 turns on a 24-degree slope, and it's very steep. The zigzag pattern reduces the effect of the slope's steepness, and dating back as far as 1920s, it was suggested that if they added some scenic switchbacks, it would bring a certain appeal to this area, and I'm guessing that kind of worked. There's several houses along Lombard Street that are, well, they're actually mansions. If you take a look, there's some beautiful houses on the street. One of them is the Montandon House. And it also has a reputation for being haunted. They say 10 a.m. is the best time to visit. There's less crowds and a little bit more sunshine, although today's a beautiful day. They suggest you start at the top and look down. Of course, if you do what we do and start from the bottom, you have no choice but to walk up, and then we're going to have to walk back down.
This is a one-way for traffic and cars going down.
So we just walked up, took a look from the top, and we're now walking down. This is the one they think is haunted.
Ooh. We just finished exploring Lombard Street, the crookedest street in the world, and now we're headed to Ghirardelli Square. We're going to take a break and get some lunch. We noticed this little park, and we're going to take a little detour here before we go to Ghirardelli Square and check out Fay Park. Welcome to Fay Park Garden. This home and garden was bequeathed to the city of San Francisco in 1998 for use as a public park. The historic garden was designed by Thomas Church in 1957. At that time, he was the prominent landscape architect known nationally for his innovative work. Not very big, but it's a nice little garden. Cargo ship going by in the distance down by the bay.
You could see the fog behind it.
We're gonna head this way on Beach Street to Ghirardelli Square. When we were here last time, we rented bikes. Oh, I think Blazing Saddles bikes. I think that's maybe where we rented the bikes. We rented e-bikes and we biked across the Golden Gate Bridge to Sausalito and then on to Triberon. Is that how you pronounce it? Quite a few bike rental places near the bridge. Biking across the bridge is really popular, thing to do.
I did think it was kind of dangerous, though. There were all these people walking and biking, and really
yeah,
had to
but
pay
it's a
attention.
cool experience.
It was
though.
cool.
Yeah.
But the bridge is like, I don't know, a mile and a half or 2
Yeah.
miles. It's pretty long.
If you're going to do it, unless you're a really, really strong cyclist, I would highly recommend the e-bikes because there's some pretty good uphill grades along the way.
Yes, especially on the other side.
All right, here we are at Ghirardelli Square.
Oh, yes.
Well, last time we were here too, it was Fleet Week in October, Columbus Day weekend, and they had amazing like air show right out here over the bay.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, highly recommend that if you were into that. Very crowded. And here we shared a nice big ice cream sundae.
We did. We split one.
Very good. I gather we're probably not doing that today.
Probably not going to do it today. We're trying to be better about what we eat so we can keep doing these kind of walking tours and all these steps and everything.
Yeah.
So we're going to
the
try and
color
get something
up
smart.
the stairs.
The background there is a Maritime museum. All kinds of different ships and stuff.
And there's Alcatraz over there.
Alcatraz
Fog.
behind that old sailboat there.
Flipper boat.
You know, who had fogged in today. Did rent bikes the second day, regular bikes, and we're going to bike to the Golden Gate Bridge Museum. And then we realized what crazy hills we would have to go up to get to it. And we ended up coming here instead and getting ice cream.
Yeah, that was a better choice that day.
At Ghirardelli Square, of course, there's Ghirardelli's here and ice cream and all that wonderful stuff. But there's also a bunch of different shops and restaurants here. Got a nice display for fall. Yesterday was Halloween. We just had a delicious lunch.
Oh my God, my mushroom roll was so good.
Yeah, a nice, really good cheeseburger. And split the fries.
Yeah, the fries were good.
Yeah. We walked 5 miles and we were ready to sit down and take a break.
Yeah. Well-deserved lunch.
No, this is where we ate, San Francisco Brewing Company.
Yes,
That's
you're
where we
right.
ate last time.
Correct. You gotta walk into the chocolate experience.
Yeah.
They were making chocolate last time.
I don't know. I don't remember. I remember the ice
They were
cream.
making something. Yes, we like over there.
Yeah, we ate on these picnic tables.
Yeah. Oh, it smells good.
Here we go. So you order here. I remember we were waiting in line. There were some girls in front of us who were taking forever to decide what they wanted on their ice cream and sundaes and stuff. Chocolate experience here. But they make the sundaes back here, or the ice cream, then bring it to you. Clock tower up there that's quite famous, but it looks like it's being renovated or repaired right now, so it's all covered. We're going to head down to the Embarcadero and Pier 39, take a look at the sea lions. Sea lions.
Harbor seals.
Sea lions. Well, the big ones that go, they're sea lions.
Ah, okay.
And we got Ghirardelli Square up there on top of the hill, and there's a nice little park here. And during Fleet Week when we were here, this was kind of almost like an amphitheater. Everybody was camped out here on blankets and brought their lawn chairs and everything, because over the bay here there were fighter jets and all kinds of cool displays. And there's somebody swimming in the bay, and we saw that last time too. There's these
several of them.
People swimming back and forth in this one section of the bay. It's only like 60 degrees out. It's not warm. But we saw this last time too. These long distance swimmers training in the bay. And the water's not that warm here. It's one of the reasons nobody gets to escape from Alcatraz, is that the water in San Francisco Bay is pretty cold. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 people I see right now. Down there.
Going under the bridge, and the two of them there.
There's some lots of people swimming there.
Oh yeah. So Ghirardelli Square is way on the one end, right? This is about the farthest.
Yeah, this is beyond here. When you get down further, there is like a park that goes along the water.
Oh, they had really cool.
And when we were here for Fleet Week, they had a bunch of military displays there, tanks and military trucks and things.
Oh, right up one I'm thinking of that had like a really cool playground, like it was all made out of.
That was up at the Presidio, where that new tunnels were built. They built over the tunnels, they built a really cool playground. And that's also near the Disney Museum that we tried to go to last time, but we went on a Tuesday, we didn't check ahead of time, and it was closed. So we did explore the park a little bit while we were up there.
Yeah, that was a cool park.
National Park Visitor Center here. This is actually location of the San Francisco Maritime National Historical Park. So we didn't get in the visitor center last time. Maybe we should go in there and see if we can get a stamp for our passport book.
Do you have the passport book with you?
No, but we get it on a
stamp?
piece of paper and stick it in there.
Yeah.
We have these passport book. We try to get passport stamps on all the national parks and monuments we go to, and then put them in our little book so we can keep track of where we've been.
Waterfront walking tour, 10:30 on Saturdays.
Who's getting our stamp?
Gonna get the larger one. You want the smaller one too?
I think we got one at the Presidio as well. Yeah, you need that, and then you need one with the date on it. It's around one that's a date on it. There's a nice visitor center here. A lot of maritime history, lighthouse lamp there, very interesting. There's some ship models. Take a stroll through.
Sure.
This wasn't specifically on our walking tour, but
Was not.
it's part of the national park system and it's free. So we decided to take a little walk through the museum. It's a little chilly out, so we're gonna get warmed up in here. This is part of the park system, so there's no charge to go through this exhibit. It's like pretty well done. And the history of shipping and the bay and the wharf here in San Francisco. I think this was closed last time we were here, or we didn't go in anyway.
Well, it's a pretty big exhibit.
A little bit of information about the gold rush in California.
More than 40 ships are known to lie under downtown San Francisco. Of the hundreds of ships abandoned at Yerba Buena Cove, scores were housed over as warehouses, hotels, or bars. Many burned to the mud line in the Great Fires. Others were sunk to clean water lots and were incorporated in the fill. They lie intact in the airless mud waiting to be discovered.
Wow, because a lot of this shaded area here on the map is like reclaimed landfill, you know, that they filled to expand the city. So the ships are underneath all these buildings and everything. That's interesting.
Buried ship, probable location and identification.
A lot to take in and read and look at here. We're probably not going to do it all today, but certainly worth a stop. There's lots of gift shops and souvenir shops, lots of places to get something to eat or drink, little cafes and whatnot. But we're heading down to Pier 39 where the aquarium is and the sea lions and the carousel and a few other attractions. Marina here, but these look like working fishing boats rather than
Sport fishing, fishing parties, bay tours, scatterings.
Ah.
I don't know what a scattering is.
We're at Fisherman's Wharf of San Francisco. So this is Bodine's Bread Bakery and Restaurant. Now, I've eaten here a couple of times. This is a must stop on a tour of the wharf here. They have wonderful breads in here. You can get sandwiches and, you know, whole meals.
New England clam chowder in a bowl.
Yeah, a lot of
Hot item.
bread bowls, amazing pastries, and as you can see, pretty popular.
We bought an elephant, no, teddy bear.
A teddy bear.
To Thailand.
Right, for your daughter, right?
Yes.
Because they don't have good bread in Thailand.
No, they did not have good
But
bread.
she craved some bread, so we went
It was
to.
a couple days old. All
Yeah.
the girls loved it.
So they have a little the actual bakery here. You can kind of go and look up and go up these stairs and take a look. A bunch of fresh baked bread here. Looks delicious. I don't know, is there anything really better than fresh baked warm bread with some butter on it?
Maybe the Ghirardelli's ice cream sundae,
Oh, maybe,
but
but
this would be a close.
I don't know, go to like a good Italian restaurant and they give you all that nice warm bread. By the time my dinner comes, I'm usually full.
Yeah, that does sound really good. Warm melted
The
butter.
restrooms are up here, I remember that.
Oh, now it smells like yeast.
Yes. This looks like start of it. There's big bags of flour.
The histories of Boudin Bakery in San Francisco began with the gold rush of 1849.
He's making the dough here, but down below you can see there's a conveyor belt with empty trays that look like they're going to get loaded up with dough later. I see pre-measuring a certain amount of dough.
World's largest candy store.
So up ahead here, there's a big wheel. And I've been to San Francisco, I think 3 times before, maybe 4, we're not really sure. And we don't remember seeing this before, so we think this is new since 2022. The hop-on, hop-off bus. We've not done that here, but we've done it in New York City and it was really good. We actually did a video about it. It's also on our channel. We get to sit down for a few minutes.
Yeah, enjoy the scenery from above. So it's a Sky Star rolling across America. So
Oh, this is temporary.
temporary thing here.
Yeah, this definitely wasn't here last time we were here.
No, because we don't feel the cold breeze on us. Nice.
There's Alcatraz in the distance.
Yeah, quite a bit of fog around it.
And there's Pier 39 over there.
Beautiful view of the city. Nice. And here are the seals.
Yeah, sea lions.
Sea lions.
That's Pier 39 in the background there, beyond those 2 tour boats. And the water tower, and in the background there, the Transamerica building, and the Salesforce Tower. I wonder if we get to go around more than once.
I don't think so. Yes. Will we make a 3rd go around?
Maybe. Didn't really say how many revolutions we get.
Yeah.
But we did get the senior 8, so it saved a little there. So we did the Sky Star, and it was $12 a piece for the adult rate. Senior, I think it was $15 if you weren't a senior. They do take a photo of you and sell you a photo packet afterwards, and we ended up buying that. It was $36 plus tax. And normally you don't buy those things, but it was actually kind of a nice picture, and so we decided just to go ahead and buy it. is the place where you'd go to get the Alcatraz tours. Escaped from the rock. You can hear the sea lions. Oh, I see a few of them in the water. Oh, there they are, some on the pier. Sometimes we've been here and those docks have just been covered with sea lions. We stayed in a hotel, Breathless, in Cabo, Mexico, and it was kind of on a marina, and there were sea lions there. And the hotel provided us with ear plugs because sometimes they were very loud. Yeah, this is the fewest number of sea lions I've seen here any trip we've been, but Sue read earlier on Google that varies with the time of the year and how much food there is in the food supply for them to eat, and January is the most popular time. At the end of Pier 39, Fisherman's Wharf, and you can see a little bit of the bridge now. In the distance, the towers, Locks of Love here on this railing. So Pier 39 is definitely very touristy, and the whole Fisherman's Wharf area is as well. There's a lot of things to do here, sightseeing, cruises, Alcatraz, a bunch of different kinds of museums and attractions. And even though it's really touristy, I would say be ashamed to come to San Francisco and not do this as part of your itinerary. We were here a couple of years ago. I think I saw the worst magic show I've ever seen at this little courtyard here.
Left hand! Left hand!
Yes.
Shut up.
Just adjacent to Pier 39 is the Aquarium of the Bay. We have done that in the past. I don't think we're going to get a chance to do it this trip, but that's a worthwhile attraction. Very nice aquarium. Quite a large marina here. And of course, lots of excursions you can take out to explore the bay and see the bridge from the water.
If you found this video interesting or helpful, we'd appreciate your support by subscribing to our channel. If you want to explore San Francisco and are looking for a more formal guided tour, we've included a link below to Viator, where you can explore options and book tours through Viator. If you book your tour through these links, we do receive a small commission, which helps support our channel, and we thank you.
Okay. And there's lots more to do in San Francisco, including Golden Gate Park, Japanese Friendship Garden, going to Sausalito, of course, tour of Alcatraz. We've done all those things in the past. So we've decided to take one of those Waymo driverless taxis to go to dinner. It's about a 35-minute ride in an autonomous vehicle. Never done this before, actually a little nervous about it, and we'll just see how that goes.
Sue's actually working on a video right now about the Waymo autonomous cabs, and we'll have a video up on our channel soon.